All right, so first interesting thing of the day is this just arrived from Amazon earlier today. A little Dykem Blue for me to start laying out things. And really not a moment too soon because I started making the die and the holder for this punch to make my thumb wheels. I've got a couple of indentations already made. I don't have any layout marks right now. Don't have anything to help align the die with the holder or anything like that. Just kind of winging it. There again, it's kind of my thing. But if this continues to look like it's a viable option, I'll weld together an actual holder that will keep this whole assembly square to one another, and an indexing mark down here on the bottom of it, like a little scribe line, right here on the front edge to align the marks that I would put on the actual thumb wheel itself. One of the things I wound up doing is, so the holder, the base of this thing is just soft steel, carbon steel, hot rolled, cold rolled, I don't know. This is actually something hardened. I have no idea what it is, but I ground it out of a piece of something that was hard because I figure if it's going to be used as a die, if I just make it out of regular steel, it's not going to survive very long. So granted, it's still in the early prototype stages, but it is functioning. Now I'll let you kind of watch along here as I go through one of its cycles real quick. Let's see. Yeah, I've already got it aligned for the next one. Now, I've already done a couple of them, but I still don't really trust it very well, considering it doesn't have anything in place to keep things from flying out at me just yet. So, and I don't think my 6-ton jack is all it's cracked up to be either. There we go. Don't think that one put as much force into it as it has in the past couple of cranks or smashes. Yeah, that one didn't indent nearly as well as the previous one did. But it's definitely there. It's definitely going in the right direction. Worst case scenario, I just need a bigger press. No surprise there, but the other thing is I can always upgrade the jack to something a little bit heavier or better quality, I should say. But I'll show you what I got going on. Okay. Focus. Focus, pocus. Come on. I know you can do it. I know you want to do it. Maybe it doesn't like that hand. There. So there again, you can see that it's starting to put a little bit of a dimple into this. There's definitely room for improvement yet. And so this is the die that I've got held up there with just a pair of magnets. There we go. It's probably the dimensions of it, it's probably just a little bit too wide this way to really press into the steel as well as I'd like it to, at least with a 6-ton bottle jack. But it's very, very rudimentary. I just took these sides both down with an angle grinder, and then I just kind of very carefully went in here with the angle grinder right on its edge with a really worn out blade, and then cleaned it up a little bit better with a die grinder. And I've got a shape that I'm reasonably happy with. I just need to narrow it a little bit more so that it can dig into, or so that it can press into the material a little bit better. But that's the upper part of it, and this is the hardened material. Then this is the lower piece, just basically a cradle. What I figure I'll do eventually is I will make a setup that will align this, basically a little housing metal that'll sit on the back and come around the sides and just kind of keep everything aligned as it moves up and down. At least that's the game plan for the future if this keeps going. So, I mean, that's really all there is to it. So, seeing as I'm way over my 2-minute limit, I'm going to shut it down before I can't even upload it to my tablet. Anyways, that's my progress for the day.